as this channel continues to grow, which I'm so thankful for those of you that have subscribed, that leave comments, that share our videos. You really are the reason that we're able to do this. And so thank you so much to those of you that have. I want to make sure that we're not just putting out interesting content, helpful resource reviews, in-depth teachings, video interviews with scholars and authors, but also want to be as interactive as possible. Now, I am not at the stage yet where I could do a live stream Q&A like some people I know very good at doing that. They can take questions and manage camera angles and do the live feed and all of that stuff. I'm a guy with 2 art degrees and a Master of Divinity. So tech stuff does not come easily to me. Maybe one day I'll be able to pull off doing a live stream with teaching on the fly like my friend Mike Holloway or others are able to do. But until then, I still want to provide the avenue for people to ask questions. My favorite type of ministry, honestly, when I go speak or teach somewhere live, my absolute favorite time is Q&A. I love live Q&A sessions. I always have. I think it comes from when I used to be open air preacher, open air evangelist, open air apologist back during my college campus ministry days. I just really like the interaction, and I love being able to address real questions that people actually have instead of me teaching on something that I think people might find interesting, that I hope they might find interesting. But answering people's actual real life questions about God, the Bible, discipleship, anything like that, to me, that is at the heart and soul of what any biblical teacher is called to do. And I want to make sure that we always do that at Disciple Dojo. When I'm teaching a jiu-jitsu class, I always say, after showing the move and helping students drill and rep certain techniques, I always say, okay, are there any questions about this technique or just in general places you're getting stuck in your jiu-jitsu? Well, we want to do that here at Disciple Dojo for people in their biblical discipleship and in their theology and their knowledge of scripture. So in light of me not being able or competent enough yet and Disciple Dojo not having the funding to be able to hire someone that could run a live stream, I want to make sure that viewers know how to submit a question. I don't always see everything in the comment section here on YouTube, but there's a way that you can contact Disciple Dojo with specific questions. And I want to show you so that you know how to do it and so that you'll start doing it. So if you go to discipledojo.org, this is our website, and it's very simple. It just, the 3 things we do: equip, engage, empower. There's some other organizations here that I also recommend you checking out. There's the What We Believe link. If you're wondering, like, what's JM's theology, this guy that's reviewing study Bibles for their theological biases, where is he coming from? Well, if you click on What We Believe, that's going to pull up a PDF document that you can download that has basically my doctrinal statement. So a lot of people may not know where to find this, but right here, if you're curious. But at the top of the page, there's a couple of links. This is sort of everything about the website. Spiritual training. This is all of our teaching ministry, everything from our video teaching, the study Bible reviews, our superhero seminary videos. There's a blog. Disciple Dojo has a blog where I write occasionally, or others will contribute, guest contributors on different topics. And then there are some books, and they're really ebooks. A couple of them are you can actually get in paperback, but most are ebooks that we've put out here at Disciple Dojo. Then there's a section martial arts. This just tells about the weekly anti-bullying jiu-jitsu program that we offer for refugee, immigrant, and lower income families' kids here in Charlotte. And then information about if you're ever interested in having a self-defense seminar in your area. The About section, again, will have a little bit more what we do, but this link right here, contact. If you click on that, it's going to take you to our contact page. And right here, you can decide what you're contacting us about, and that's going to determine who gets the email. So if you have questions about anything regarding Disciple Dojo's finances, we're a 501c3. We have a finance director who makes sure that everything we do is above board, and we have a board that I'm accountable to. So if you ever have questions about finances, about giving, or just about what Disciple Dojo does with money, we want to be as transparent as possible. This will send you to our finance director, and you can ask any of those questions. Likewise, if you see something on the website or YouTube channel and it's of a technical question, every now and then something doesn't show up right on the website, or somebody has a problem with some of the links or something like that, this is going to go to our board member who helps me oversee the tech stuff, which I'm not that savvy at. Any questions involving jiu-jitsu or our Refi Jiu-Jitsu program, you are free to ask. Those will come to me. And this link right here, ministry, this is where if you click on this, there's a form here. If you have a question, if you have something that you would like me to talk about, this is where you ask it. Now, if you have some long, in-depth theological question, or you just want somebody to talk theologically with, bounce ideas off of, that kind of thing, it's not that I don't want to do that. It's that I'm doing so much running Disciple Dojo that I just may not have time to do that. And honestly, those are things that I would rather connect you in person with a local pastor or somebody in ministry in your area to help you work through those things. But if you just have a question like, hey, I was reading this Bible verse and this word is translated this way in this translation, this way in this translation. What's the actual word? What does it mean in Greek or Hebrew? Something like that. Or, hey, I read this book by such and such and they talk about this theological view. I don't know what to think about it. Can you give me some guidance on that? Or do you have any recommendations on this subject that I can go deeper in? Things like that would make for good short form video content. I would be happy to address those. And if it's something that I feel like I can offer a good answer to and not just say, well, go read such and such, then that would be something that might make its way into a future Disciple Dojo video. So just in general, a lot of people don't really go to the website from YouTube. If you're watching this, you're probably watching it on YouTube and may not even know that we have a website. This is the best way to contact me. If you have questions, if you want me to talk about something, if you have something you'd like for me to review, if it's a study Bible and you'd like to send me one to check out and get my thoughts on, this is the place to do that. So anyway, I just wanted to make a quick video to let folks know, again, as we continue to grow, I never set out to launch a YouTube channel. This is a pivot that we had to make as a ministry during COVID when our weekly in-person Bible study that was meeting at a local restaurant got shut down. And so it's just an avenue that God has opened up for this ministry. So just like at any good jiu-jitsu academy, you can go in and you can ask your instructors questions about different techniques you're working through or having trouble with, or concepts that you may have seen somewhere else that you'd like to try out. That's what a good instructor, a good professor, a good sensei should do at any reputable jiu-jitsu academy. We want to do that here online at Disciple Dojo. If you have things that you have questions about, this is how you can get them to me. And hopefully I'll be able to offer some insight. And if I can't, I will do my best to refer you to those who can. So stay tuned for a lot more here at Disciple Dojo. We're coming up again on our 10,000 subscriber mark. I'm excited, mainly because I get to give away this Anchor Bible Dictionary set that's been sitting right here behind me that you guys can't see. It's off camera, but it's big and it's looking for a home. And I'm excited for a faithful Disciple Dojo subscriber to end up with it. So stay tuned. Once we hit 10,000, I'll make a video announcing how you can enter to win that, as well as a few other resources that we'll be giving away to celebrate this ministry milestone. But until then, as always, take care and keep training.